This is Song Waffles. We waffle on for just as long as it takes to drink 2 beers. Song Waffles with City Over Sand. G'day and welcome to episode 3 of City Over Sand Song Waffles. How are we going this week, boys?
Pretty good, mate.
Very, very well.
Yeah?
Really good.
Thank you, BH.
Yeah,
Nice
number
one.
3 already.
Number 3, I know. I'm a little bit sore today, boys. It's,
What have you been up to, BH?
Working out.
and I've been doing a
Training.
bit of research for the podcast all day yesterday. It was
You do look a bit pale,
Wednesday.
actually,
Do I?
today.
yeah.
Maybe it's
It's
just
just the lighting. Yeah. But yeah, it was a good day. As you know, this podcast is all about how long it takes to we'll waffle on about a song for as long as it takes to drink 2 beers. So I drank many beers to do a bit of testing. And
Let us know if you're struggling, BH. We'll prop you up along the way.
well, I think
We're
what I think is going to prop us up this week is we actually had some pretty good news a couple of weeks ago. Some good friends of ours at Black Hops Brewery.
What's the initials for
Yeah,
that?
BH. Yeah. Jumped on board and said they were going to help sponsor us for an episode. So they've, as we're repping the brand here. So thanks to Dan and Alicia at Black Hops. But yeah,
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
it's time for the drop of the week. We're
Anytime.
that's our drop of the week this week.
Oh, let's
Oh,
plug it in.
that's an A drop. That
into
is
the studio.
A drop.
All right, so they've given us a plethora to try this week. We got quite a few things. So we're gonna do things a little bit differently this week because we all want to get a piece of the action of everything. So we've got some eggnog stouts here. We've got some Caribbean haze, fruit and rum soaked hazy IPAs.
Session ale. Looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Pale ales. We've got the Hornets, the India Pale Ale, the East Coast Haze. That's a great beer too.
So lots to get onto. So we have drops of the week this week. So thanks again, Black Hops. So what are we going to start with, fellas?
I know what I want to start with, and Stevie.
I'm with DC on
Okay.
it.
Yeah,
as well.
and I am too. That's
Soot?
It was.
It's a little bit of a different way to start. Normally wouldn't go with a stout up front, but hey,
no.
I'm all for it.
When in Rome. So this
So-
is the eggnog stout.
So what do we know about this? Is Black Hops original
The very first
beer?
first beer, yeah.
Let's hear it.
Oh,
You can't beat it.
a bit of
Oh,
reverb.
hello, Aussie. All right. So
It's enough
let's
for you.
portion it out.
Oh, this
What are we
is,
going to go? What are we going to go second? That's the
Oh,
thing
we'll
as well.
cross that bridge. We'll cross these bridges as we arrive at them, I reckon.
Oh, I think I've cooked this.
Oh,
Gonna have to
DC's
get better
not
at
getting
portion
one.
control. Oh,
Wow.
I've got a shot.
there we go.
All right.
It's probably all you can tolerate.
We
at this
can-
point anyway.
Cheers, lads.
Cheers, boys. Beer.
He's already gone.
Get it done. Get it done.
All right. So what are we doing next? That is delicious.
Oh, a meal in a mug.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, please.
Oh,
Yep, case of those next time.
No,
Thank you.
no.
Yeah.
no fights, boys.
Yeah.
No fights.
I'll have to bring a swag, I think, if I do a case of those.
Have a good
We
choppy
need a,
drop.
We need an Uber sponsorship, don't we?
Yeah.
So while we're sucking back on these ones, let's have a chat about what the song of the week is this week. What did we decide for this one?
Well, we're throwing back, aren't we? To we were trying to think about what year we actually recorded this song, and we couldn't actually land on it. It's going back. I think it's about 2008.
It's the first time I met Dubbs, really.
No, it was Dubbs was on the scene before that.
Yeah.
Playing some shows at the Chop House.
Yep.
Oh, the Chop
It
House.
was our first recording with Dubbs.
Yeah.
So this song is, we're going to say it's 2008. We put it out online in 2011 on a Bandcamp, and it's called Over My Dead Body. And it's got a little bit of pep about it, doesn't it, this
Oh,
track?
it sure does. This was always a favourite of us playing live.
Yep.
Over My Dead Body. Great tune.
Yeah, I think that was pretty much when Hosk mentioned it the other day that's the track we were talking about this week. I was like, well, that's one of my favourites, to be honest. So, yeah, lots of fun.
We recorded this in pretty much, it was a day session, wasn't it?
One day at Recording Oasis.
Oasis.
In Talabudra Valley at the time. It's not there anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, great studio. We had our man David Turner
Oh, Cloudy
helping
Apples.
us out that day as well.
Cloudy Dave.
And I think
Shout out to Dave.
Yeah.
and I think Tyson Leith was also there with
Yep.
us too, wasn't he, that day?
I remember it because Dave was detoxing that day.
And it stuck with you.
I had to relearn the song, but I remember the smell of the engine room when we went back in for a listen. Cloudy Apple Dave. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, so this was all pretty much recorded live from memory too. So we had drums in one room, guitar amps isolated and all that kind of stuff. And then, we laid it all down live.
Amongst 4 other songs, I think.
Yeah,
At
four
the time.
or five.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it ended up being a little 5-track EP.
What do you got there, BH?
I'm going to touch up the Caribbean Haze if anyone wants to join that race.
Bottoms up, gents.
I might hit the session if that's all right.
Yeah,
looking
jump
at the, alcohol.
Knowing that you've got to drive back to Brisbane as well.
Yeah, there is that.
There
Thanks,
you go,
mate.
mate. Is anyone joining me on this?
Yeah, one in. No?
Oh, there's some clean glasses down there too, but I might
Give
just...
us a sniff, BH.
So that's the send it
Ooh.
session that I'm going to give a crack.
Oh, look at the colour.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look
beauty.
at that. It's like passion fruit.
So that's the one that's just been buried, and that is highly
That is a
recommended.
classic.
That's,
That goes down
Yeah,
all
it's
time.
delicious.
that is a
fan.
meal in a mug. Save your money on toast, Vegemite, everything.
And I know it is a little bit wrong to just pour straight out into another glass, but that looks very, very light and my style of brew.
We need the coffee beans for a...
This
Fresh
one
the
here's
palate.
a light 7.8%. So gonna give it a go.
That's exactly what you need at this point, I think.
Ooh, that's quite delicious.
His hangover is gone.
Yeah, what hangover?
Could have a little taste, eh?
Yeah.
Rude not to.
I'll put this over here for whoever wants to give that a crack
And
next time.
no choking of dolphins here with this beautiful packaging from Black Hops.
Yeah, so Over My Dead Body, that was a song pre Blind Boy Studios existing. So that's why we went out there, and then we did. Remember recording some piano of one of the other songs at a friend's place.
Yeah. There's been quite a long history of tracking in studios and mixing on kitchen benches and in lounge rooms, hasn't there?
Absolutely.
Over the years.
Most definitely. Yeah, this one I think was mixed in my friend's garage, Benny Crawford, while my wife went to hospital because she had a abdominal injury, and that's why I can remember the year.
The priorities are quite important there, VH.
Yeah.
Great song.
I'll see you when I'm finished mixing. Like.
You still married, Brad?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Great.
She actually helped me pick the car up this morning, so it's going well. But yeah, so that's so what was the song about? Over My Dead Body.
Brad, I've got no idea. Going back that far, I'd love to be able to spin you a
that's
great
all
yarn, a big story about a deep and meaningful topic, but I really can't remember, to be honest, because it's going back. It was probably written, if we recorded it in 2008, it was probably around a couple of years before that. So it's probably a good 15 years old, easy. So I've got no idea what it's about.
Yeah.
Is that okay
to
say that?
Completely.
It's his year 12
I'm just being
project.
honest. Yeah.
Yeah, well, songs don't have to have particular meanings all the time. But what do you remember anything about the production or anything that we did afterwards? I remember in the bridge we had all bird samples that we reversed and parts of your vocal that we chucked in there.
Birds
I
outside.
remember Dave was detoxing in the studio that day.
We all remember
That's
that.
all I remember.
Memorable. All right, so before we get too sauced, should we go and have a play?
I think
so.
let's
We do it
it.
now
It's been-
before the next round.
Yeah.
It's been a little while. Let's go and knock the cobwebs out.
Let's do
Sounds
it.
good.
Sadness in a happy kind of way. Have you forgotten how to feel?
All right, first take again, fellas.
Gee, that
Not
was
again.
fun.
Well done, lads.
Man, we're getting
After
good.
so long, that was enjoyable.
Yeah.
Enjoyed that.
And just reminded me that there's actually a wrong part in there by me that I recorded, but it worked. So, and it wasn't until I started learning it again just the other day in preparation for what you just heard. And it's after the break, and we come back into the chorus, and just a little the tonal run that I do. Dum 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 dum. When we come back in, I shouldn't have started where I started, but it worked. So I remember when we recorded, I said to lads, I can't use that one. It's not good. I played it wrong, and they went, sounded fine. And that's what actually made it to the cut, and that's what I still play.
It's staying there, pal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those happy accidents that just happened that shouldn't have been the part, but it just worked.
Stop beating yourself up after
Yeah.
the Jeez, Stevie.
It's been 14
It's
years,
okay.
Dubb.
All right.
I still lose sleep.
Let him have a good night.
Awesome. All right, cool. So, next segment has been one of our favourites so far. I think we haven't really hit the mark too much, but let's roll the jingle.
JK's multi of the
Where's
week.
multi of the week?
JK's Monty.
All right, JK. So last week you told us to jump on the draw for
Yes.
Hobart.
I did, and I have to show some accountability here that the weather did not intervene as I may have expected.
It wasn't a bad call.
Yeah. Oh, it was 2
Wasn't a
days
bad
expected.
call.
2
Yeah.
days of rain expected.
Yeah, and being Taswegia, I thought it's going to rain, and I thought the conditions might suit. Didn't quite happen, and we rolled them.
3 days.
Yes, in 3 days. In 1 hour, really, in the last day. So this week I'm going to the Women's Ashes. Let's see if the ladies can hold a bit more fight there in the pommy department. But I think Alana King, the debutante, the tweaker, I reckon she's going to pick up 5 in the second innings
Oh, very
in the
good.
test match.
In the 4-dayer.
Yes.
Nice one.
Let's go the 4-dayer because there'll be time for you to get your bets on that way.
Yeah.
And she's a tweaker that I haven't seen too much out of. Playing at home, and you've got to root for the Aussie.
Awesome.
So,
So Aussies for the win and the 5 for in the second.
Yeah, 5 for in the second for Alana King.
Lovely. Very good. So what happens if today's game gets rained out? Does it just 0 points for everybody?
I think so. I think we're ahead by 2 points. The test is worth 4, so we should have that, I think. If it gets rained out, it gets rained out. We're still ahead.
Nice one.
Anyways, don't put your house on it.
I think this one's a solid bet though, JK. I think that's a good go.
Check the forecast.
How's your personal tipping been going?
Yeah, about that.
How was your house?
All right.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah. What are we going to jump on now?
Brad.
I know I'm steaming ahead. This
No
headache's
fights,
going.
boys. No
Oh,
fights.
the goat is one of my faves. It's very good. Greatest of all time hazy IPA.
Do you want to tip it or do you want to straight out of the can?
No, I'm going to tip it. Just
Okay.
share the love.
Okay. Bottoms up, boys, because
Jules, if,
my lagging.
if you're
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
a
Just remember,
first.
there's still some session there too.
Oh,
if you
wanna
just
give that a little- it's
one.
not too bad. Not
lean
too
behind
bad.
you, Jules, there's some crisps behind you, of course, if you want to partake in some Davors.
Multicultural.
are we trying to get a sponsorship out of Arnott's now, are we?
We're crossing boundaries here on this
Yeah, DC.
podcast.
Lift.
You need beer snacks always.
Totally.
Always.
All right, so we've had our favourite segment, JK's Multi of the Week, and the next one is our listener question. So
Can I just say that was delicious too? Not as
really was
Yeah.
went down very well, not as potent as you would expect.
for 7.8. It was like absolutely
That's pretty
delicious.
smooth
eh?
for anything of 7.8.
I think that's a limited run too. So they were awesome in giving us some limited runs. It actually, I think, only hit the streets like 2 days ago.
This one's got some interesting. Can I just grab
Fruit
that?
and
Jules?
rum soaked.
This one's got some interesting artwork on the can, which is quite cool. I don't know if we can. Can you hold that up, Stevie, to show the people?
Show the
there?
viewers.
You get a bit of ink there, DC, of that
Yeah.
logo on your arm.
Yeah.
perhaps.
Losing light. Losing
very
light.
cool.
That's the thing.
Look at that.
So,
Shout to the artist.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So listener questions. One of our great followers that's been following us for a long time, been to came to our live at Blind Boy Studios. Was that actually our last gig as well?
Doesn't mind a soft serve, does he?
Loves a soft serve. Loves an ice cream man.
A good man, Mike Musson. He's sent in the question for this week, and his question was, "What's our take on the hottest 100 results?"
What's the hottest 100, BH?
Hottest 100.
Sorry, no.
Hottest 100 beers. Yeah. So what do we feel about it? So on the weekend, for those viewers that don't know, radio station Triple J runs a fan voted hottest 100 songs for the year, and this year it came up number 1 was the Wiggles doing a Tame Impala cover.
All I'll say is Tom Gleeson Gold Logie. That is all.
Well said.
Yeah, that's all I've got.
Shout out to Tom.
Yeah. Well done, mate. We're trying to do it hard.
But yeah, interesting one.
Look,
is,
it's. I mean, you got to give it to the Wiggles. They're still out there current doing it, and
Is it true they're Australia's biggest musical export?
Probably.
As in,
possibly
they're living quite well. They probably drink
Bigger than
hazy
backup,
IPAs. all day.
AC/DC was the other one that came to mind, but
Big surprise for me was I don't think Amy Shark got in this year, did she?
100,
Brand-
160 odd or something, I think.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good effort.
Yeah.
I remember the last hottest 100 I really jumped up and down about was when
Radiohead.
yeah.
Is that Paranoid Android?
Paranoid Android
Oh,
at 7 minutes and change got in for the number 1, and that was.
That's in my top 3 songs
Oh.
of all time.
It's a cracker.
Dump it.
Yeah.
Absolute cracker.
So g'day Tom and the boys. You ever want to drop round?
Yeah, totally. Come and have a song waffle with us.
Come and have a real beer.
I mean, look,
Room temperature.
the Triple J Hottest 100, it's always topical. It is what it is, really, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Good on the Wiggles.
Yeah.
Congratulations, I say.
Totally. Yeah, good on him.
And Tame Impala.
Yeah.
Got to
It's a
tip your hat
juggernaut
to.
that keeps
They'd
going,
pick
isn't
up
it?
out of that. They'd do all right out of that.
For sure.
No doubt.
First time a Leica version's actually been done. Maybe we should do a Leica version in a song waffle.
Yeah.
What are we going to play?
That or the Wiggles cover one of our songs.
Maybe we do Paranoid Android.
I was about to say
Oh,
Paranoid
yeah.
Android.
I think that's already been
Waffle.
done. Ballpark Music did Paranoid Android.
Oh, you did too.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
What a band.
I'm in.
BPM. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So, segment that we started last week was Who is City Over Sand? And DC gave us a nice little intro into his kind of musical journey. Next up, we've got JK. So, who is JK? Where did he come from?
Yes, well, he came about 80 metres over the road from DC when we were but boys.
It's
And,
just a sandwich.
just a sandwich. Or a very poorly hit driver when you lift your head.
58 degree.
No, but DC and I lived across the road from each other as youths, and I would hear the practicing of guitar going along just as I'd got a drum kit myself. So we quickly made friends. The neighbours quickly showed us some mild support. But
You had the pads on your drum kits. didn't you,
yeah, I had
in the
towels
bedroom?
over them. I had the rubber pads. Often misplaced the pads, DC. Can't find them. Find them, Dad.
Holes in the tea towel.
No, we got found out a few times. As soon as the mum and dad would leave, the neighbours would dob me in for pulling the pads straight off the kit and giving the street a serenade.
Awesome.
But no, it was pretty good down the track. We basically aligned, and boy, we're still here today, aren't we? How many years ago is that, DC? That's
About 4 or 5.
I was going to go 5 or 6.
Yeah. We're talking the 90s.
yeah,
Good old
it's
days.
30 cricket
Yeah.
seasons have gone under
Oh, so
the
that's only
bridge.
10 years ago then.
That's right. Yeah, according to our looks. No, since then done a plethora of things and styles, and just love my drums, and never ever been too far away of playing with this unit here as well. So no matter what I did or other styles, so love coming back to it, and it's my biggest, funnest release of energy on a kit, I guess.
Great. Especially Over My Dead Body.
Especially over my dead body, and it
fun
It's
little
much
pep.
of a fun song, Brown Eyed Girl can be, and things like that. It's lovely to come back to your roots.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
How
Come back
handy
here
is
for
it?
some solace.
How handy is that to have a mate across the road that plays
That's how it
that
happened.
fills out the rhythm section? Yeah.
We also had quite a few innings, didn't we, in the street?
Plenty of innings, plenty of left arm litter.
Yeah.
Fruit for the sideboard.
DC got to save his legs a lot with my bowling.
All right, what's next, boys?
Probably the Afterburner Red IPA.
Yeah, go on.
Is that another
That's
rocket?
it's a large
It's a
fella.
rocket.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're on the horse. We
Do
might
it.
as well
Yeah,
not
look-
dismount.
Another 7.2 Afterburner. I like the sound of it.
We just
Red
checking with you,
IPA.
BH. How are you travelling?
Oh, mate, I'm top of the world.
Okay.
Need a
to
few
go.
shapes.
What hangover? All right, who's jumping on that? I think there's some Send It left.
Oh, I think I had
goat.
my.
The
Who
goat's
didn't send
absolutely
it?
delicious.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the goat.
Did somebody not send it?
I like how we discussed drinking the lighter ones first, but we've tucked straight into the.
Oh, no.
Disgust.
You can always
Fuel.
work backwards.
I did the lighter one.
The Hornet
Second.
intrigues me too. The Pale.
Pale can't go wrong.
Let's get into this guy.
You're
Yeah, let's
saying you've
just
had
tap
the
it
East
on the
Coast Haze as well. Is that the other one you've had?
I actually buy these by the carton at the moment, so I love them. I've got the
Oh, the East Coast Haze.
East Coast Haze.
Oh, yeah,
you can't go wrong.
So I've got those ones at home.
Yeah, the gentleman at Black Hops when I went to pick these guys up, they had some for us, and then I'm like, well, let's get some more. And which ones? I'm like, you choose. And he's like, I'm going to give you all the limited edition ones. And I'm so glad he did, because I probably wouldn't have had the Afterburners or this guy
No.
before. I'm going to go and
We're very
Partake
grateful
in
to
more
Black
than-
Hops, and
Absolutely.
we look forward to
oh, look at this.
attending the tap room again soon.
Yeah, BH for BH.
Do you
Not
think
bad.
the initials helped their BH, or was it
I reckon it's
was it done? Because
good
I
omen.
was thinking if this week perhaps maybe Whittington could throw us a bone here and get some SW23 aftershave from Shane.
Hey,
Just
I'm
to-
not drinking that, JK.
Just a
That'd be a bit hard.
bit of a googly.
It's probably the same alcohol as that IPA.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
I might have to have just a swig of that.
Oh, that, look at it.
Oh, Stevie.
gorgeous.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Stevie, come
It's
on.
I'm
beautiful.
excited by that. I'll wait for a second. I do have to try and enjoy them rather than snack them.
Savor.
Yeah.
Savor.
So while we're
Excuse me while I just grab one of these. Sorry for the rustling of the crisps.
Oh,
thanks to Shapes as
aren't
well.
it shapes?
Yeah.
Australian.
So while we're sucking back on some of these afterburners,
Bad boys.
let's get into our
Good. That's...
yeah.
Sorry.
No, very good.
Go on.
Let's jump into what are we listening to this week? What's tickling your fancy this week, Dubbs?
All right. So it's a song called Interface, which is written by a guitarist, favourite guitarist of mine, a guy called Nuno Betancourt.
Oh, stop it.
I know,
He's
right?
not from the
Extreme.
Wiggles, mate.
He is definitely
He's
not from the Wiggles.
from the Wiggles.
He'd probably fit in quite well though, because he fits into any music. So interestingly, Nuno obviously plays with Extreme. This song was recorded by one of his projects called Drama Gods, who I saw in Brisbane at Her Majesty's Bar in this little
Did
downstairs
you?
bar.
Oh,
Would have been 100 people in there. Fantastic gig. But he's also recorded the song subsequently with Extreme on their last record, which was released about 12 years ago.
Are they still around, Extreme?
They are. They've got another album coming out for the
Yeah.
past 2 years. Nuno. All the Extreme fans always give him shit. So apologies, mate. Big fan. The song's called Interface. Two different versions. The Drama Gods one is the original. It's great. It's a little bit more laid back compared to the song that I talked about in the last Waffle, the Dream Theater song, touch more intense. And the two versions are great. So Nuno sings the one on Drama Gods. Gary Sharon from Extreme sings the one on the Extreme record. And yeah, check it out. They're fantastic, you know. And Nuno's been around a bit, so for anyone who knows Extreme more than words, but he's also played with. He was lead guitarist for Rihanna live for a long time.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that
for a
either.
long time. So I just thought I'd share that. But
Todd Burt.
So he's a very, very talented man.
Wasn't he married to
Suze DeMarchi.
That's it.
Yeah, from
Baby
Baby
Animals.
Animals.
Yeah,
I knew
there
I
you
didn't
go.
like him. Susie DeMarchi looks like my sister. Someone pointed it out to me one day,
And you went,
and because I did have a bit of a healthy appreciation for Susie DeMarchi, and then it really affected me mentally.
bet.
That.
Yeah, I bet.
So, where were we? Sorry, moving on.
So Interface by Drama Gods or Extreme.
pretty good.
Check it out.
Have you had some of this yet, Steve? I'll just have
have a swig.
I'll just have a dollop.
So
Dollop.
You can have a
All right, JK, what's on your radar this week, mate?
I'm going Australian. And a staple of the Australian music industry, Mr. Floyd Vincent. Floyd Vincent, the Temple Dogs, but formerly known as the Child Brides, when it was, the world wasn't as politically correct. Floyd Vincent and the Child Brides, and the song is $6 Steak and Chips, which was written about the Ballina RSL way back when.
Is that
and
right?
if you do look it up, I reckon that similar menu option costs you a good 30 these days, and the portion's a little smaller. No offence to the Ballina RSL, but just showing you how a good song can stand up in time. It's $6 Steak and Chips.
You've been a massive fan for a long time. I get the yours.
Seen that guy for over more than half my life.
Is he
He
still?
was meant to
is he
play
still-
at my wedding, which I'm still on
Is
my
that
third
right?
attempt. Yeah.
Is he still
I
playing?
didn't tell you
Good.
boys that. You're all invited.
Is he still
No, he was going to be the house band. I was going to jump up and do a couple of numbers with the great man.
Yeah, good.
fantastic.
But yeah, Floyd Vincent, if
Put a
you
shout out to him.
if you
Yeah,
do watch
Floyd
because you got
Vincent, the
tagged in this,
Yeah, we'll tag it,
Child
Floyd.
mate, I'm still not married.
Yeah.
Cheers, boys.
I was going straight out of the tin.
Oh,
There's
good.
a dribble left.
Yep. But yeah, very well worth a listen. And the album is Last Exit Motel.
What's it sound at?
Nice
2
one.
point what?
2.1
2.1.
comes a little bit behind the 2.3
Get it
of
in.
this film.
There's one gulp there. Do it, Stevie. We'll watch
Yeah.
you. We'll watch you.
Cheers, arms.
Absolutely.
Oh, what are your erections?
Oh,
It's pretty good, eh?
He's got the drugs. Yep.
Yes, please.
Yes,
A resounding.
Yeah.
that's an
Afterburner
endorsement.
Red IPA. Get on
Okay.
it.
And the bathroom's just there if,
Yeah.
if that name is true.
All right, so what I've been listening to this week, I'm jumped back over the last couple of days into one of my favourite artists of the last 5 years. His name's Jack Garrett. He's a Brit. He's a Brit. Just amazing songwriter, amazing performer. But he was kind of known for some like really cool electronica stuff that he was doing. But he's released a little EP live at Unwound Studios where it's just him and a single instrument. So whether it's guitar or piano. But the one song is called Only the Bravest. It's just him and piano. Some absolute sublime vocal, unbelievable piano playing, piano sounds. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Jumping up into his like falsetto register. It's a whole experience listening to this little EP. But yeah, Jack Garrett.
You looking that up, DC?
I just remember Jack Garrett. There was one song, and I'm just looking him up.
It's
Breathe
rude to do a
life.
podcast and be on your
And
phone,
it was
you know.
a phenomenal song when it
Yeah,
came
the song
out.
I was actually going to choose was a song called Worry.
No, the
which
song
is-
I loved was Surprise Yourself.
Oh yeah, that's a beautiful song too. That whole album is just outstanding.
Jack Garrett, that
but yeah.
made an impression on me.
I reckon we tell each other the night before what we're listening to.
Yeah. But we'd love you guys to go and
I
have a
know
listen to
it.
some of this music as well, because it's like opening up all of our eyes to some different things, and you can probably see the like eclectic nature of the songs that we all listen to then kind of
Yeah.
come into the band room with different influences and all that kind of stuff.
So if you're
It's
going
interesting to
from
me, at least.
Nuno Bettencourt into some Jack Garrett into some Floyd Vincent, I guarantee you'll be the only person in that suburb doing just that.
Yes.
That city, perhaps.
In that particular order. Yeah.
All right, DC, what have you been driving, mate?
I've been driving Doyle Bramhall. or,
Nadal.
Don't-
What's going on?
or Doyle Bramhall the second.
It sounds like a Nadal serve.
He's playing, isn't he?
Oh, we should have turned it on. He is playing there, yeah.
Doyle Bramhall the second, Doyle Bramhall 2, however you want to refer to him. DB. So
DB2.
Doyle Bramhall I became aware of him with his association with Eric Clapton playing on Eric Clapton's Crossroads festivals.
Ah, yeah.
That's where I first discovered him. And then Jules Keshen
On the drums.
kind of not reintroduced him to me, but Jules sent me an album of his and a particular song that that I smashed for a couple of years. And then no, go Stevie, you're right.
Which one was that? Which song?
The rain. I forget what it's
Oh,
called.
So I Wanted to.
So I Want It to Rain, yeah. So that whole album I smashed for a couple of years, every single day.
Me too.
But the song I'm selecting is off an album called Rich Man.
Yes.
And the song is called My People.
Ah, yes.
And I love it. And he's a phenomenal songwriter, a phenomenal guitar player, and he's very well regarded with the A-list guitarists in the world, really, and he has been for a long time. And just his touch and his feel with the guitar and his songwriting is something that I really appreciate the more I listen to him. So yeah, he was my number one artist on my phone,
Me
on my
too.
Spotify or whatever for a couple of years. So anyway, Doyle Bramall the second or Doyle
That's
Bramall
right.
2.
Debbie too.
Pick any of his albums, but this one, yeah, My People is a song that I love, and it's off an album.
Mama
called
Can't
Rich
Help You
Man.
No More is a great opener.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
first song, yeah.
stuffed.
So do yourself a favour.
And he's a very nice guy too. I actually happened
Yeah,
to
you saw him play.
brush shoulders with the great man in Europe, backstage. Very accommodating. And what a weapon. But he does the Hendrix, plays left, strings it, plays a right guitar, plays left-handed, strings it upside down. So don't pinch his guitar out of your boot, you young punks, because you won't be able to play that thing.
Jules, you actually reintroduced me. There was a period where you sent me like a handful of bands to listen to. He was one of them, and I was already familiar with him, but you kind of reintroduced. Oh,
Stop it.
Brad's back.
Sounded like,
Welcome back, PH.
like Doyle Bramall.
Different
man.
You kind of reintroduced me back into Doyle, and that I dug a little bit deeper, which was awesome. The other one was Mingo Fish Trap.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Man, I got into that
Tight
big
as a...
time.
I smashed them for a long time
It's
after you
G-rated,
got me
isn't it?
onto them, and obviously Marcus King, who we've mentioned in a previous episode, you also introduced me to. So you got some good recommendations, Jules.
Just got to learn to
good
play
taste.
guitar.
How much of that's coming through the hock shop that you... I'll put this record on.
No, people don't sell stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Awesome. All right, that's kind of an eclectic bunch of songs there, but great stuff.
We're going to go now and listen to music. Bye-bye.
All right, so we've still got a couple of beers left. So we spoke about during the week.
What's that one?
That's an East Coast Haze. This is a
can't go wrong.
quality beer.
Is
What's,
it too fruity for you, Julesy?
No. I was wondering on the...
This is what
Top
we were
one for
drinking
all.
when we went to the old BH2.
was...
It's a top drop. You've been to the BH2, Dubbs? We'll have to take you there.
BH2, no.
Pine Ridge Road.
The tap room.
Tap room, done.
Yeah.
So straight after this.
Yeah.
I'm going to
on
wrap
the way
up,
home.
people. Thanks.
Keep your doors up.
But yeah, one thing we've been thinking about. So, as you know, we play a live song each week. We've tackled 2 songs off our upcoming EP, but we thought we'd throw it back just so we're not giving you all the things that are coming off the new EP. But perhaps we ask the fans if you've got any songs off our back catalogue that you would like us to play in the podcast. So there's quite a few like little EPs that we've got there. A couple of City Over Sand ones, even some Dan Carroll Band's songs back in the day. Off the even Hit the Low Notes off that EP as well.
I think Benny Crawford was responsible for
He was,
putting
yeah.
a lot of that together.
Yeah, doing 2 EPs,
Benny.
a 7-track and an 8-track.
That's right. Do we want to talk about that now, or we save that?
Benny can write that in viewer question. But yeah, if you've got any
Hidden track. Hidden title EP.
if you've got any songs that you would like us to play, please hit us up on our socials or on our email.
What's that email?
I don't know. Jules, do you know? It's hello.
We'll go around the circle.
hellocoversand@gmail.com.
Yeah, so please hit us up. If you've got any questions that you'd like to be featured, like our good mate Mike Musson was featured today. And if you'd like us to play any particular song, so hit us on our Facebook, on our Insta, on our TikTok, on our
Can I
email.
also put a call out for people if they're on the Spotifys to jump on and do you like our Spotify or do you subscribe to us? What do you do?
You can follow. You can follow us on Spotify. That would be amazing.
Because we've got a new song coming out on the 18th of February, Echo. So the more people that can jump on board and
Do we have a pre-sale?
Yeah, it's
for
a
that?
pre-sale a week before.
Yeah.
So that will be the 11th of February. There'll be pre-sale for that song. So
Pre-save on
Pre-save.
Spotify. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, great. 11th of Feb.
I'm going to ask for that for my birthday.
When's your birthday?
13th.
13th. Very
Yep.
good.
This day and age, I can have it to me like that.
I just want you boys to know that I made an effort this week and wore a shirt collar on it because I
Nice,
noticed Brad, you were collared up
Yeah.
for the last
that-
couple of
That
times.
bit,
and
that bit
no
you
one
pretty
else
hard,
is,
DC, because have a look at today.
I know.
Well, I'm
three
I haven't timed it, have I?
I'm supporting the sponsors
Yeah,
this
good
week,
on you.
so otherwise I would have collared and tied. Nah, I wouldn't have tied.
I'm supporting designs by Daphne. Yeah, absolutely. Go Australian.
Good on you, Jules.
That's Ad's little girl.
Ah,
And she drew this.
Wow.
Ad's his little girl.
Yes. She's got a future.
As
I
an
know,
That
artist.
is
it goes
awesome.
all right, and I got bumper stickers, everything.
Are they our next sponsor? Ad's up.
Daff, you got to ask your old man for some more pocket money.
All right, so who are we hitting up as our next sponsors? Who are some other amazing brewers like we've got at Black Hops could help us out for the
I
next
wouldn't mind an
episode?
ongoing sponsorship, to be
That's
perfectly honest.
fair.
But, yeah, it's a little nicer than that VB that we were chugging on weeks before.
Can I just say, I mentioned to the boys that I actually went out and purchased a long neck VB yesterday after our first episode, after being reintroduced back to the VB
Great.
world. And I enjoyed it immensely.
I bet you did.
Yeah.
I bet you did.
Yes.
And the 2 Nurofen you have on the last swig.
You got to put it in as it starts. So it dissolves.
It is Barocca dissolving it.
Perhaps.
Might be like Mentos and Coke.
All right. Well, I think that's all we've got on the agenda. Anything else you boys would like to add for this week?
What have you been up to, Stevie?
Mate,
How's Beck?
it's oh yeah. My lovely wife had a wee accident and came off a mountain bike whilst camping.
So what's a big accident if that's a wee accident?
Yeah, well, when she tells the story, it's a wee accident. But she did injure her shoulder quite badly. So it's been, juggling work and also having to do the dad pickup thing, which... Oh, it's a boy.
That was a pretty good.
Sorry, mate, keep going.
Yeah. So
What is it?
otherwise, it's been it's kept me busy. Let's just say.
Very good. That's not very good at all.
And it's a silver lining, I might say. Like, gets me out of work for a wee bit.
Let's send our
my-
best to Beck down the line.
Don't
Speed
give us
recovery.
away, Beck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't give us away.
Just
Or with-
nod.
with your right hand.
Yeah.
I wrote a new song this week.
Daniel, Carol.
Yeah.
Tell us a
Lovely.
little late, mate.
It's called Count on the Days. And maybe we'll play it down the track.
Great.
Count.
One thing we spoke about early on about this podcast was we were talking about having an element of it where it was going to be actually pre-producing a song that we never
Yeah.
heard before. So perhaps that could be something. Yeah.
Is that one?
Sorry, go on.
Yeah.
Halal.
Palau.
Palau.
Parlay. Ale.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I think it's if people are interested in
The process.
the process of how we pull a song together, maybe that's something we can
Yeah.
do while we're here.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Open to it.
Awesome. So writing a song. Fantastic. In Tuscany.
No, I wrote this one on the end of my bed, and it's actually about
In Tuscany.
It's about a cat. I've written 2 songs about cats lately.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I had a dream last night to totally go on the
Go on.
left side, but
Go
There we go. This is live now.
at the moment there's like a gyprock shortage, like people building studios and all. I got some friends building studios, and you can't get gyprock at the moment.
Right.
And I had a dream that somebody had come in and nicked all the gyprock out of my studio, and it was left with like nothing. So, and it was raining, and there was no gyprock, so it was just coming straight into the studio.
no.
That was my dream.
Have you got any toilet paper in your studio?
No.
And you were plastered last night as well.
I was plastered. Exactly. But yeah, so thanks for listening to my psychology.
You never know what's going to come out of it.
You didn't
anything
sleep
else?
very well
No, I
last
didn't.
night.
But yeah, that's when you know things are going bad. I've got like 4 tons of gyprock in this studio, so yeah.
Kilos. Yeah. Total.
Well, we might look to wrap this episode up, and I think we should finish by giving a massive shout out to our first ever sponsor of our show, Series 1, Episode 3. We're going to give it up for Black Hops.
Black Ops,
Black
good on you.
Ops.
Black Ops.
Jump
Thank you
on.
so much for jumping on board and sending
Supporting.
us these beers.
Outstanding
Supporting our
beer.
little podcast.
Absolutely outstanding.
There wasn't even one of these that I was like, ugh. They're all ridiculously delicious.
Yep.
So
And,
please support them as we do, and get to a tap house, get to a local place where you can buy some. But they're excellent beers. So
Yep.
thank you, Black Hops. Thanks,
And
Dan and Alicia.
there's Barocca and there's Nurofen, but I have not seen somebody overcome a bit of a dusty hangover like this man just
Yeah.
did. And
Well done,
Thanks to Black Ops.
this time, he's got colour back. This
Yeah.
is great.
Amazing.
Thanks for tolerating episode 3. Hope you enjoyed the song. Over My Dead Body. It's an oldie but a goodie, and we love it. And we look forward to, I guess, seeing you on the next episode,
Absolutely.
episode 4.
Thanks for watching,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thanks, everyone.
See you soon.
See you then.
And this is some waffles. We waffle on for just as long as it takes to drink 2 beers. Some waffles with city over sand.
And sending
Supporting.
us these beers.
Outstanding
Supporting our
beer.
little podcast.
Absolutely
No,
outstanding.
there wasn't even one of these that I was like, ugh. They're all ridiculously delicious.